r/out off the loop. Lkarma1 says, what's going on with Republican-led states filing a lawsuit against the Biden administration regarding 401k investing? I've seen some chatter recently about Biden reversing a Trump law regarding investments in ESG. Is this actually a big deal or just an overreaction from GOP-led states? Left square bracket. Scrap Queen says, answer, Biden's administration has a new Department of Labor rule that allows retirement plan managers to factor environment, social and governance, ESG, issues into investment decisions, which they say politicizes the retirement savings for 152 million Americans. The argument is that allowing plan managers to prioritize investments based on social causes rather than prudent financial planning jeopardizes the retirement plans of Americans. Lkarma1 says, okay, so is this more likely gaslighting / or an extreme overreaction than anything else? Financial planners and institutions aren't just going to invest in sectors if there is greater risk after their risk assessment is complete. So I don't understand the concerns coming from some outside of making it political. Any additional detail is greatly appreciated. r/out off the loop. Train station pornerd says, what is up with these check the door in your Airbnb videos? I've seen a couple different items used in these videos, and in the video I linked, they use a streak. The item is always balanced on the door knob and then someone draws dots on the door around it. I have slight autism, so I understand it is probably a joke, but I've thought so many videos were jokes before and had people explain they aren't. Circ 978 says, answer, I can't explain the dots, maybe they are so you can tell if the object has been moved, but putting something on a door handle like that is a easy way to create an alarm if someone were to open your door. The video is probably making fun of another video they saw that was showing you how to do this as genuine advice. Ravi says, answer, it's basically a very simple intruder alert system as far as I can tell. Someone turns the handle, item falls, noise ensues, someone inside may be alerted. The dots are there for checking to see if the item has moved, maybe someone jiggled the handle to test the waters. This fella's videos are 100% just a joke on the whole thing. There was a whole compilation over in the unintentional asthma subreddit. Secret_alt_things 99 says, answer, it's a meme of a meme. There was a trend of videos with earnest possibly helpful information like checking bathroom vents for cameras or getting evidence of damages as you arrive at an Airbnb so the owner doesn't try to be a creep or scam you. This naturally devolved into sillier versions like soaking an earplug in water and stuffing it in the peephole so people can't use reverse peephole spyglasses and putting band-aids over electrical outlets to stop hidden cameras. And now we are on the absurdity train, where people are putting pencil toppers on TV antennas, marking doors with fully cooked steaks, and mixing peanuts with shaving cream to leave under your pillow. Then they don't explain and pretend it's obvious. r/out off the loop. UHH_France says, why are people talking about Pedro Pascal? I keep seeing a ton of TikToks recently that reference him. Like this one. I've also been seeing some people leave comments about him in videos about Leonardo DiCaprio's new relationship. The Turtle Shepherd says, answer, he is currently starting in the HBO series The Last of Us, which has been very popular so far. People have been commenting about Leo's relationship in regards to him, because the age gap between Leo and his new girlfriend is the same as Pedro and his co-star in the show, who he has a pseudo father-daughter relationship with in the show. Essentially just highlighting how weird the age gap is with Leo. Snick says, he also just hosted SNL, appearing in a sketch where he was a teacher and students were making romantic videos of him. What wouldn't Pickard do says, he also has another season of The Mandalorian just around the corner. Additionally, he was just on SNL. Peachy Sarah 24 says. Answer. Pedro Pascal portrays Joel in an HBO series The Last of Us, which is popular right now. The Last of Us is a popular video game that was released in 2013 and it's renewed for a second season. A lot of people on TikTok and other social media are basically fangirling over him making edits. He hosted SNL last weekend, where he was a teacher and students made romance edits of him, hence the edits on TikTok. What's funny is that they use Big Boy that was in another SNL sketch that went viral back in Deck where people were using it to make edits of popular actors lol. For the Leo thing IDK haha sorry. r/OutOfTheLoop. Cicada Nacho says. What's going on with Brendan Schaub? I keep seeing posts from the fighter and the kid subreddit against him. What did he do? Here's a recent example of the current situation over there. Mr. Frisbee says. Answer. A former intern of Schaub's production company Thick Boy Studios has came out and started discussing how shitty it is working for him. The subreddit has a conflicted stance on what to make of the revelations. Most of the people there love clowning Schaub, but other members feel they might be getting trolled. The former intern has previously been accused of darksexing a member of the subreddit. There is also a long history of the intern of being shitty to fans and critics of Schaub on social media. January 28 TH6 says. I don't understand how he got popular. He wasn't a good fighter, he seems dumb as a rock, and he's not funny or entertaining in any way. The only good thing to come from him was trying to milk that cow after getting his face punched in by Rothwell. What Irrita Stays says. He's friends with Joe Rogan. Getting on his podcast on a semi-regular basis to discuss MMA and the UFC gave him a lot of free and marketable exposure. r/OutOfTheLoop. Master Costa says. What's up with SethTheProgrammer? Seeing the death battle matchups with EDP 445 and videos on YouTube, but would prefer to read what happened? What Annis Serial Box 11 says. Answer. SethTheProgrammer is a large figure in the power scaling community with a very divisive personality. You either liked or hated the guy. He was often seen making YouTube videos in collaboration with other prominent people in the power scaling community like Swagkage, Clyde the Weeboo, and Six. Just a few days ago Clyde posted a video explaining why he no longer works with Seth and attempts to expose Seth for the piece of shit that he is. As I mentioned, to this point you either hated or liked Seth. He frequently insulted his viewers/fans and had a pretty terrible attitude for someone trying to debate others about fictional characters. A large portion of Seth's fans seemed to be okay with that because they believed it was just a persona played for the channel. Clyde provided screenshots and a look behind the scenes showing that it isn't a persona and Seth really is just a piece of shit. Clyde's video is quite lengthy and there's a lot of accusations in there, but I'll do my best to condense them. There are screenshots of Seth attempting to solicit nude pictures of underage girls, short interviews with people corroborating stories of Seth insulting the other YouTubers he would normally work with, actively stealing money, and then lying about the total money stolen from people who donated to him, and Clyde for a video on Naruto vs Ichigo, Seth actively insulting people for being suicidal, and many other terrible things. It's important to note Clyde does not believe his video to be the extent of Seth's terrible actions, and asked his viewers to send him any other proof they have, as Seth has been around on forums for a long time and he's been known to gaslight line attempts to get ahead of bad info revealed about him. This led to Swagkage and Six to state they would not be working with him any longer, but as of now there hasn't been a response from Seth on the video yet. This drama seems to have extended out of the small power scaling community in part due to Moist1 Title reacting to Clyde's video and his diverse audience bringing a spotlight on just how much Seth really. Atmos says. Answer. It's a very long story and a Reddit post won't really capture the scope of how bad it was, but to summarize, He mentally and financially abused his close friends and collaborators to the point of some of them being suicidal. He sexually harassed and solicited nudes from minors, and he misled his Patreon supporters. I'm hesitant to say scammed as I don't think that was the initial intent, but that's what it wound up being. The allegations were confirmed when he admitted to them on Keemster's stream and tried to dance around it. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.